I would stream towards the end of my BDO stream. I would do like BDO for 6 hours, and I would go play with. Oh. Desert Ironman account.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, when last we left our intrepid heroes, this carried sack of human garbage named Ahzure is doing an Ironman in Black Desert. It's different than my Ironman. He started his before me. He was first. Well, actually, Sick Loot and him are kind of like the big two guys in the Ironman scene. Okay. And so the Ironman for BDO is kind of like BDO Classic. Like it makes BDO as hard as possible, and it kind of takes you back to the days when BDO was actually difficult to progress and to have fun with. So like, yeah, there's a lot of people love watching the Iron Man series because it's really good nostalgia in there as well. So mine focuses on more of like a BDO classic take on an Iron Man. I would say that Ahzure's take is much more conventional. This is like the traditional Iron Man approach here, so I'll let him explain it to you.
This is my Black Desert Ironman account. Over a year ago now, I set off on a solo adventure in the world of Black Desert, but what makes this account so unique is that I can't purchase any pearls, and I have zero access to the central market, which means I can't buy or sell any items unless from an NPC. Now, the goal for this account is to reach 700 gear score, which I know is a tedious task, but I'll be enjoying every step along the way. So let's see what happens in this challenging journey of Black Desert Online, Iron Man Edition. In the previous episode, we set our sights over at the Dangerous Grind Zone, other known as Pilaku, in order to hunt for our remaining 2 map pieces. And not long after, we received both our Deep War TPs, followed by the Water piece just only after a few hours. And with now having the Archaeologist map in my collection, I felt it was time to return
he literally
to
got
familiar
so
stomping
carried
ground.
on his map, and on an Iron Man, that's such a big deal. On an Iron Man, that's such a big deal, bro.
But before we get into that, my goal by the end of this year is to achieve 10,000 subscribers here on the channel. So if at any point you enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing, as it helps out the channel greatly. And
Yeah, you guys should sub to Ahzure. You guys should absolutely sub to him. I'll link the video right now before we've even watched it yet. You guys should go sub to him. To be clear, guys, I want to say big shout out to my entire YouTube community. All those people over on YouTube. Love you guys. I'm starting to stream over on YouTube a couple times at least a week at least now too, if at all possible. Yeah, we just hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. 50,000 subscribers on YouTube in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years of doing YouTube, like actually doing YouTube content, the channel's existed for longer than 2 years, but I was really only uploading like really old stuff. I was just trying to like record and stuff. Like from the time I started actually like the Choose Your Class Guide series was kind of like my start on YouTube. To now, it's 2 years. 50K. That's insane, by the way. 50,000 YouTube subscribers in 2 years is insane. Literally nuts. So, and like we've come a long way. When I started on YouTube, by the way, my plan for like the reward for you guys both on Twitch and YouTube, because I know my Twitch community has a large part to do with my YouTube success as well, is to do like a Blue Squadron lore video of like my history and probably just gaming in general. So like obviously a lot of that will be my Black Desert experience, but we will talk about all the games that I've gone through, how I got into BDO, and then all of my experiences that have kind of gone through BDO and kind of brought me to where I'm at today, and then what the plan is going forward. So like there's going to be like a big like Blue Squadron lore drop video to look forward to. That's my plan for the 50K subscriber marker here. But yeah, big shout out to you guys. It has been awesome. I might record it off stream, to be honest, because I'm probably going to get emotional for parts of it, and I'm going to try to do it all in one cut, so there's like less problems for note and whatnot. But yeah, like I don't know if I should necessarily do the lore video on stream, because it's gonna be kind of hard, I think, when you reminisce. But I've already got like part of my notes prepared for it and written down about stuff that I want to remember and make sure that I go through in sequential order and stuff. It's pretty sweet. No, I mean, it's you guys. right? Yeah, I've worked really, really hard to get here, but let's be honest. A lot of people have tried to stop me from getting to this position, but you guys just said, nah, we like our Baldy too much. I don't give a He's just that good. It's you guys. You guys make me who I am. I appreciate all you guys. So yeah, the 50K has been absolutely insane. And I appreciate all your guys' support despite everybody constantly trying to cancel me or try to talk shit about me. I feel like Tectone. The Tectone of BDO, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously, I've not been through as much controversy as Techie has, but as far as BDO, whew, man. God damn. And here we all are still, man. And here we all are still. You look like him too. Well, we'll take that. Okay. Anyway, back to the Ironman video. As we were.
And with that out of the way, let's see what my Ironman recently has gotten into. Oh my gosh, Tunkuda. Back to the
this is my favorite rotation
grounds, man. It's been a while since we've been here.
This is my favorite rotation of Tunkuda. Is this guy soloing Turos?
Okay, we literally just killed the first
on an Ironman.
And we not only just got an Ember, but we also just spawned the boss. What in the RNG is that?
Bro, he is.
Gosh. All right, so that's a guaranteed Ember, which is great. We love that.
He's carried.
Like at the end of the day,
so
yes,
carried.
this account was meant to be challenging.
What?
Oh.
At the end of the day, this account was meant to be challenging, but he's one-tapped every 10 accessory he's got on. He basically one-tapped all 6 of his accessories. I think he failed like twice. 6 successes and like 2 fails the whole way through. And then he's just been carried. He got carried on the map too. This is an Ironman, guys. Like,
speaking of challenging, okay, there's our 3rd Ember within the hour. It's been 7 minutes. That's crazy. They prolonged it for you? Is it? I'm assuming it's still there on EU2 then, right? Ooh, there we go. Another Ember. Nice, nice. Oh, okay, there we go. That's our 3rd or 4th Ember off a mob. Everything else so far has been off a boss. So we just concluded 2.
Blue, why do you have 2? Why does he have 2 camp buffs? Oh, because there's 2 tent buffs. So if you don't, there's a tent buff that you can buy if you have like the free to play tent or even the pay to win tent in the shop tab. Okay, so you can buy that buff, or you can, but it doesn't stack with your Villa buff, and the Villa buff is considered to be better. So you might as well just use the Villa buff every time. But clearly he didn't have the Villa invitation, so he just had that one.
Hours back at Tunkuda, other known as Turos. I did use aggregates both hours, and with the trash we got 15,000, which if I throw that in here, it's 281 mil. So I profited like 180 realistically. We're not going to be making a lot of silver off of that, but we did manage to obtain 11 Embers of Despair. I haven't grinded here since, you know, a few episodes back when we did start before the Pen Red Nose. And before that, I think it was years ago on my main account when I started grinding here. But back then, I don't believe that the bosses guaranteed dropped the Embers like they do now. So I did obtain about 3 of these off of just the normal mobs, and then the other 7 to 8 off of the bosses. We also miraculously did obtain
2 hours, 15 embers is crazy, bro.
148 dust, which if I did have 150, that would turn into 30 Kafirs. So we did see 133 Kafirs, which is insane to think about after just 2 hours. 681 blocks and 5 leaves, which, I mean, if I ever get 100, then that's the Orzeka outfit, which would be really cool. But those are my 2 hours so far. Also, I completely forgot that I filled up this Pilaku Marty stone that we got. So I am going to go ahead and turn this in, because the last time that we did one of these, I think it was at Polly's first. And we did receive a Pry Narc. And with that, we did get a Tet Narc earring. So let's go ahead and open this and see what we get. I don't really know what I would want. I mean, a tongue red ring would be a...
Please. Bro, there used to be a lot worse stuff in here. And you can get a duo now.
Amazing, because if I can get a Pry or a duo tongue red ring,
Bassy
I can
belt.
go ahead and take all the existing ones I have and enhance
Bassy
it.
belt.
But let's see what we get, man. At minimum, it's going to be a Pry. A Pry Layton. Okay. I think... Do I have any other ones? I do have one. Oh, I have 2 Pry Laytons. Okay, well, that's interesting. I know for a fact that if I do not go ahead and immediately enhance this, some of you will be upset. So let's go ahead and throw in a 40 sec, 50-50.
Duo doesn't matter when you one tap Tet every time.
Let's see if we get this thing to do it, man.
You can pity out Duo as long as you're one tapping Tet, doesn't matter.
And it boomed. It is something that I completely forgot about in the previous episode, is that there is a brief quest line that I need to do in order to unlock not only the archaeologist housing item, but the more desirable archaeologist title. And surprisingly, this brief quest line also is part of the same quest line needed to unlock the Pit of the Undying, which this daily
I think that this quest line is at Crow's Nest.
will reward me with some very useful items for the Ironman account, like crossstones and loot scrolls. Ooh, the Hall of Heroes. This is so fancy looking.
Yeah, it's a shame it's not really used for anything but this quest line, bro.
Like,
they spent all this time developing this shit, and like they literally don't use it at all.
Ooh, okay, the title and the furniture.
Speaking of shot call, next Siege and Throne. Normally I shot call every single Siege and Throne. This one I missed because I was helping my family, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I should be, assuming that my guild is still together by then.
Do I not need it? Wait. Chat, dialogue, archaeologist map. Wait, so do I not need... Do I get it? No? Okay, so I didn't see that I had to speak to Lavala again. Okay, there we go. So I don't have to complete the Crow Merchant questline in order to get this, but I mean, I'm already here. I'm like already halfway through it, so I might as well just complete it. But there we go. Let me go ahead and put this on, man. This is something that I've...
Why not just go get a Khan's Heart, right, guys? There are certain other people in the category that believe that it's foolish for anyone to ever get an 8 Taurus Power Stone. Why not? Why get 8 Taurus? You know what I mean? It couldn't possibly be the sense of discovery on the map, the amount of energy that you get, the contribution acquired for getting it, more access to different storages, the 8 Taurus Power Stone at the end of the quest line, and everything else that goes through it. You know, but why not just skip it? You know what I mean? Like, why not just skip it? Yeah. No, there's just... I don't know why you would ever do this. Why not just get a Khan's Heart? Oh my god, just merc in 3 times.
Wanted for a while. Archaeologist apply. Ooh, that looks amazing. Look at that. That looks so good. I think that concludes it, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now I should have... I'm pretty sure that unlocks Pit of the Undying for me, because now I have the insignia that I can wear to go in.
Oh, dude.
That's something that I should have done a year ago, but I mean...
That's something I should have done 7 years ago. I don't even know if I have the insignia. Oh, I do. Yeah, it's done. We're good. What do you mean looking? Who's looking? Looking at what? Oh, I thought that they had like blacked out their face.
We finished it. Now, before we continue grinding for our flame over at Turos, I decided to finally break down my extra artifacts in hopes of opening some really good lightstones so that I can start looking towards some of the endgame lightstone sets. So I did go ahead and melt down every single artifact that I had stored here on my account.
Yeah, there's no way that this kid gets anything good out of 113 of these.
I didn't keep track. I didn't count. I probably should have, but
the average on getting things like strike and stuff,
or
just...
I would love to get a strike out of these. I don't even think I can hold 113 in this one bundle. We're gonna go ahead and open as many as we can, and we did not cheer. Yikes.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's how it normally is, bro.
That first little bundle. I think I
total
have enough
ass.
inventory to go
total
through
ass.
this. Come on, let's get a cheer.
Nothing. I told you that's nothing. That's nothing.
God. Okay, last
just
3.
getting absolutely turboed.
It only takes 1. Oh no.
Yeah, no, he got rolled.
I can go ahead and exchange all of these. I think, yeah, what is it?
That's what I would do.
I can turn it into another purified lightstone.
I thought it was 4, but yeah, I know it is 3.
I guess I could do that. So I just exchanged every single lightstone that I had. I am going to keep these rages because I do need these for a future lightstone.
Rage is really good. The fact that he got... Wait.
Set that I would like.
He got 4 rages? 4?
but we do have 76
What?
more purified lightstone bundles.
Maybe you already had them. Maybe you already had them.
Let's go ahead and open up the first group. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, 21 more bundles. Let's see, one PogChamp. Oh gosh. Okay,
Dude,
I guess I'll take
almost
those,
200, or I guess over 200 openings, didn't get a single chair.
Around. So again, we went ahead and exchanged all those. We now have another.
It's
20.
a 5 mil lightstone. I thought Rage was way more money. Maybe I have it confused with something else. Oh yeah, never mind. I have it confused. Thinking of strike. No, I think I was thinking of the human damage, or maybe the demi-human one. Roar. That's the one. Roar is much more expensive. I had it confused. I thought it was Roar. Yeah. Roar is much more expensive. And it's really useful because you can grind Honglim with Roar.
Come on, man. Right here. Oh, no.
Yeah, Rage is the AP buff that you need with...
Okay, I guess I'll exchange.
So you need 2 Rages and 2 Strikes to make all-out attack, I think.
Change what I can. Okay, so we have 9 more purified lightstones here. I believe that this is all I'll have for the meantime, but if we do get nothing out of here, I can exchange these and get 3 more. But come on.
Oh man,
gosh.
he getting rolled,
let's
bro.
Exchange these and open 3 more.
This is how brutal lightstones are.
The last of the bundles, we have 3 purified lightstones. If we get nothing out of this, I could exchange it and get 1. Let's see it. Okay.
Cooked. Guys, that's how bad lightstones are.
It all comes
to try to
down
get
to this: 1 purified lightstone and a dream.
Cooked. Grats. Grats on your trap lightstone, homie.
Opened it. I think it had to be over 200, maybe 250.
Yeah, about like 250, bro.
But
227, yeah, okay.
I guess we'll hoard up a bunch more artifacts.
That's why nobody tries to do that.
So I did just finish up another 2 hours here at Turos. Within those 2 hours, again, I did use Agris. We did get about 15,000 trash loot, which does equate to about 268 mil. So about...
It's insane to me how people are soloing Turos now. When I remember back in the day when Turos came out, like you could barely do it as a duo. Like it was like you needed a lot of DP to do Turos. It was one of the first grind zones in the game where it's like, holy shit, we need DP to do this spot. This is crazy.
150 mil profit.
Because they CC the crap out of you too.
We did also get 89 Cavers. 20 of these is from the
one of the best duo grind zone spots they've ever, probably the best duo grind zone spot they've ever released in the game. Is Turos.
69 raw Caffers and then 145 dust, which is amazing. And lastly,
it's a shame nobody ever grinds it anymore.
Receive 4 Embers of Despair. These 4 were all off of boss spawns, which again, like I said in the previous clip, the bosses do guarantee drop these now. But the fact that I didn't get a single one of these off of the normal mobs, I don't know if I just had a bad couple of hours or if I just got really carried the first few hours. But nonetheless, I mean,
I think you just got a little carried on the Embers, but I think the average on Embers is like 5 an hour. At Turos. I'm pretty sure you get like 5 an hour or so.
I mean, an additional 4 is progress.
Stop asking to remove my class. I need her to feel relevant. Wakor, I know that you're one of the most popular shies in the entire game. But the answer to your question or to your statement is no. No. Well, I don't want to remove shy.
Lexi just resubscribed for 2 months. W.
I don't want to remove shy for the game. I just want to remove her from the existence of having existed in the universe. It's different. It's different. Now, realistically, I do think that shy could use just a full rework as a class. Needs a full rework. Altogether, I do think that Utaru's aura idea has a lot of merit and could be very, very good for the state of the class. But I do think that it needs to be a step further than even what he suggested. I do think that the buffs need to be brought down. Like, she needs to have a come to Jesus. The buffs need to be brought down to like 5% at maximum, like across the board. And then it needs to be an aura ability where if you're near the shy, you have the buffs. If you're not near the shy, you don't have the buffs kind of deals. If you leave, okay, it's true. If you see the Utaro video, you know. If you leave, oh God, what is Blue Leader doing? It's Blue Squadron. Okay, I don't lead anything. Well, that's not true, but that's the if you leave. Should be like an emote or some shit. We're reviewing the Ironman video for Ahzure here. We're reviewing this, but we keep getting tangentially sidebarred.
We are now 1/4 of the way there.
But yeah, I do think that the Shy just needs an overall like rework, guys.
Yeah, EU for the win. True. Hey, don't let the NA audience know, guys. Oh,
Bro, he's so carried.
That's our first Turo spell. Okay, and at the start of the hour, that's actually really surprising.
Do you guys remember when Turo spells actually meant something? Like, holy shit, that's how you built accuracy, is you put out a ped Turo spelt? Yeah, dude. When like accuracy was like hard to get.
I'll take it. But I swear, video ducks the Deca Mirmok. I mean, they promised that at what? The ball, right? Okay, why are we getting belts all of a sudden? We got the one Ember off of the...
Belts for him basically mean nothing because he can't sell any on the marketplace.
Off the boss, but now we have 2 belts, okay. So we get another Ember off of this boss. Nice. We haven't seen a belt yet from a boss, but I mean, looks like so far this hour we're only getting embers off the bosses. What do we get? Ooh, we got a Turo spell. Okay. Our first belt off the boss in the second hour. We'll take it. Just concluded another 2 hours here at Turos. We did use aggro, so use about 15,000 aggro.
I could run like 12 miles a day.
With the trash loot, we got about 13,600. And then we got 3 belts.
It's not copium. If you guys saw pictures of me in high school, you would shit your pants. I looked like I needed a hot dog. Okay. I was like decrepitly skinny. Like, it was crazy. It was insane.
So far, we got 9 embers. I think the first hour we got 3, and the second we got 6, but only 1 of these dropped off of the normal mob. The other 8 came from the bosses, but we also got a lot of Kafirs, a lot of dust. But I'm gonna head back to town real quick.
Guys, I'm just
curious as to how much we made off of that. We got about 250 mil, but subtract 100 mil from the 10 buff, so only about 150 mil in profit. I also don't even have enough storage here in Odraxia to even store these belts. So we do have the pry.
He doesn't even want these.
This is so I'm just gonna go ahead and
wait. Where did he get the pry one? Did he actually hit it already?
This thing cool. 50.2% chance. And it boomed. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and use. I'm gonna use this odd 28 sack for pry. Literally 75 on the dot, man. We got this. Boom, there we go. All right, let's revisit the 42 stack now. 50.4%, only increased by 0.2.
Good things happen to good people. Ah, we do love failing. Everybody else, I swear to God, everybody else in the BDO community like jacks off to me failing basically everything all the time. I get to get a little hard when I see other people fail now.
Okay. They don't want to go, but that's okay. That's okay. I understand now. Oh. There we go. There's an ember. There's an ember. So we just completed yet another 2 hours, and the 14,000 trash loot that I did obtain turns out to be 252 mil. 1 mil in profit, but we also got 10 more embers.
Them or tier? What do you want?
First hour I got 3 to 4 surprisingly off the mobs outside of the bosses, and then the second hour we got a lot more of them from the bosses, but that puts us at 44 in total, almost halfway there. I wasn't around for it, but the stories that I heard about pirates back in the day sound so fun. True. Didn't they change? Ooh.
It's kind of sad that players don't get to experience the version of BDO that I got to experience when I started playing the game. Which is like you would like walk onto a grind zone and like this hasn't been around in a long time. People talk about open world PvP and they don't even know what they're talking about. Like one-sided decks. Dude, like this was the time before one-sided decks. You know what I mean? Like you didn't need to declare war on a guild. It was just like you walked into a grind zone and you were just expected to flag up on that person. You didn't try to talk to them. You just flagged up and you just went. It was just, and you just started duking it the out. Saucins, pirates, etc. Like deck or no deck, that's just how it was, bro. You just went at each other and it was nothing personal. If you beat somebody, they didn't get like super butthurt about it. They just swapped servers and said, God, I hope the person on the next server I can beat. You know what I mean? And if you got kicked off of enough servers at the time, because the server swap time was like 10 minutes at a time, you're like, You just had to go down to the next lowest grind zone, which made the top end grind zone like Sawsons. Everybody had the gear to grind Sawsons, but only the top like 5% of players could grind it because like it was the best grind zone in the game, right? So like you had to really be geared. It pushed you really hard not to get to the grind zone. Like, oh, you weren't like trying to gear because, oh, I need the gear to get to that grind zone. It was, I need to get the gear and get good enough to grind that grind zone and be able to lock down my spot. Right? Is different. It's completely different. You weren't trying to get the sauce like, oh, I just need the gear to do Sawsons. Hell no. You had the gear to do that like forever ago. But like you just can't lock down the spot. So then you'd get kicked down to Helms. Then you'd get kicked down to Elric Shrine or Maine's Hideout or Abandoned Iron Mine, right? Like that's just how it was. And it wasn't like you were one-sided decking other guilds. Yeah, that was the thing. But it was like, dude, again, you saw a white dot, you kill white dot. Nobody ever talked to each other. Like you just see them kill them. Flag and drag, baby. Flag and drag. That's how it was.
Ooh, there we go. Okay. Keep in mind, we have 189 drop rate and we got that to drop. That's crazy. I would stream towards the end of my BDO stream. I would do like BDO for 6 hours and I would go play with... Oh.
Bro, this ain't no Iron Man. He's just playing the game. He's not even trying, guys. It's not even like there's no effort. It just takes like the effort out of it. It's literally insane. For those of you that don't know what this is, and by the way, he got his archaeologist map in like what a little like 120 hours, maybe. Like actually no, in like 80 hours or whatever he got his archaeologist. He was carried as on his archaeologist map. He admits so himself. He's just super carried. This right lung, this is what you need for the Orzeka set in BDO. There's a right lung and a left lung, okay? And to get these, in order to get the right lung, you either have to grind Turos or Olens, okay? Now, there's also Crypt, but we're not going to talk about Crypt. But in order to get the left lung, you either have to grind Ash Forest or you have to grind what is it? Thornwood. All right. The left lung just gives you the helmet of the Orzeka set, which is like the who cares, the who megalol. Okay. The right lung is the really hard one to get. That's the entire rest of the outfit for your character. It's the hard one. And it's particularly hard because Turos, although the right lung does drop from Turos, right? Normally you have to get the embers at these particular locations. Well, the problem is Turos drops like one pity piece, or the leaves. The leaves is what they're called. It drops one pity piece every like 2 to 3 hours. It's pathetic. It is like the leaves that Turos are so abysmally bad that you're basically just Hail Marying and hoping that you get the lung drop. At Olens, the leaf pieces are like you get like 3 to 5 an hour at Olens at least, like because you get them from the Afarus that spawn, at Olens. And yeah, the right lung does drop from Olens proper, but like it's like feasible to get it through the pity system at Olens without working like crazy hard like you would at Turos. It's the same dynamic. Thornwood is the low end spot for the left lung, and so like you're going to get like one pity every 1 to 2 hours at Thornwood from like Afaru normally, right? It might be a little bit higher nowadays, but this is how it was back in the day. But Ash Forest is where you kind of had to go, but it's a significantly higher level spot, right? Like Olens is significantly higher level than Turos is, and it's a 3-man spot, right? Ash Forest is like 700 gear score required. Thornwood is like, 660 or whatever the fuck. Much more accessible grind zone for a lot of like newer players, but it's going to take you a lot longer to get it in theory, unless you get just the raw lung drop. And my understanding is that of these 4 grind zones, there's also Crypt of Resting Thoughts that drops both the left and the right, but that it requires like 720 year score or whatever to grind Crypt effectively. Of the 4 grind zones that you see on your screen here, the one that has the lowest lung drop rate is Turos. Maybe it's Thornwood, but Thornwood drops more leaves than Turos does. Turos's lung drop rate is at like catastrophically low. I have done hundreds of hours at Turos. I have never seen a lung, and I've gotten less than 100 leaves. like well less than 100, because you get like one an hour, maybe, and that's if you're really lucky. I'd say I averaged one every 3 hours, because a lot of my hours at Turos were when Turos first came out, and it was extremely rare. The fact that he just dropped this lung, he's on hour 3. What's the lung for? The Orzeka set, as I said before. This is the in-game, like, you have to grind it out outfit. Okay. Like the fact that he just got this on hour 3 is literally insane. Actual insane. Ash and Olins are literal lung spam. I don't know about that. I've grinded a little over 200 hours of Ash Forest, probably like 220, 230 hours of Ash Forest, a lot of which were normal Ash Forest, and then Dekia Ash when Dekia Ash came out, and then Dekia 2 after Dekia 1 was, kind of obsolete. Although I'll be honest with you, Dekia 1 Ash is almost better than Dekia 2. That being said, I don't think that it's not a lung spam. I got way more leaves at Ash Forest than I did like I would pity out Orzeka helmets before I would get a lung. I've gotten maybe 2 lungs at Ash Forest, I think. But like to put this in perspective, I've also never gotten the merchant ring from Ash Forest either. That's supposed to be like a 50-hour grind. I've never gotten it. And again, we're well over 200 at this point. So I don't know what the to do at this point. But like, I have notoriously bad drop rate on stuff like this. I grinded for my compass for 4 years. 4 years it took me to get and my first Elton piece. Literally brutal. And then for the Orzeka set, I ended up stumbling into the Orzeka set because I started doing Olins, right? Like a shitload. And I had to pity out the chest piece, and I had to pity out the helmet at Ash. So like I pitied both several times. Maybe get good. It just pisses me off to see somebody get this in 3 hours at Turos. This isn't even the hard grind. So this is, guys, the drop rate on this item is, let's look at the average on Garmoth, which, let's be honest, Garmoth is like, you take it with a grain of salt. It's Dekia. Here's normal Turos. Drop rate for the lung is 0.0068%. That's how low. That's how low that drop rate is. Okay? You're getting 1 Turos belt every like hour or so, hour and a half or so. Right? But this drops every 146 hours. 146 hours. Hour 3. Hour and a half.
Oh. Just
Dude doesn't even have S knowledge on the mobs yet, but I bet this doesn't even have S knowledge on the boss yet.
concluded another grind at Turos. This time we did 4 hours, which
yeah, see, he did 4 hours. He got 5 leaves, and even that's kind of carried.
That's the most I've done in one sitting so far. We got 27,000 trash loot. This is with a blue scroll and Agris, 488 mil, but subtract 200 because of the tent buffs. So about 288 mil. I mean, again, we'll take whatever we can get, but 108 Caphras, 205 dust, 10 embers, which now puts us at 54. And just
congrats, man. I think I speak for the entire BDO community when I say there's absolutely no hard feelings about that, and you are carried. So proud of you. Congratulations. Reported. Anyway.
For anyone that may be curious, we currently do not have the 9th anniversary. Along with that, I was not grinding on Archer servers. So with my blue loot scroll 10 buff, I was sitting at around 190 to 210% drop rate, depending on...
You can unban him, mods. But if he says something stupid, I'm going to do it again.
Nighttime, and also if we had the Blessings of the Morning Light drop event as well. But yeah, 200% got those 10 embers. I mean, it's not terrible, but at least it's a dent towards the 100 embers needed.
Adex TV. It took me 74 age to get the full merchant ring.
That did not happen. He's rage baiting. That did not happen. It is not possible. I need this.
Not expecting to get dropped. Obviously, for anyone that knows, the leaves don't really drop as commonly as for say the embers. This is something that you would have to grind up at 100. I think on my main account I did acquire 100 of these, either at Ash Forest for the helmet, or I think I got it at Olunes because I spent a lot
That's where everybody had to go for their shit.
time at Olunes for the merchant ring, which I still don't have yet. But the fact that I got this to
I still don't have the merchant ring on my main account. It's bullshit. At this point, Ahzure's getting so carried on this account, he might as well just make this his main account. Because I bet if he actually started just playing the game legit, that this account would just pass his main account. Like, on God, this account would legitimately just pass his main account.
drop at Turos
What up, Zach Amy? Welcome to the chat, buddy.
is just insane. Kudaran's right lung. Oh my gosh, man.
Bro, what a load of
Shokurin's
shit.
right lung. This is insane. Then I think I gotta go talk
Yeah, when do I get that
to
outfit,
the
bro?
Queen lady. I think that's what I have to go do now, right?
We love talking to the queen.
Or I guess I have to go talk to someone else. In case we have to talk to this person. Hand it over. And then now I think I have to go talk to her. Maybe I'm just mistaken. No? Okay, now I have to go somewhere else?
Yep.
Okay, this is where I think I was going. Mr. Burt Bed Mountain. What a
Who?
name.
Wait. What's that guy's name?
Mr.
Burt Bed Mountain. Bro, your brother is the most degenerate, loser, piece of shit, filth in this entire world. Holy Laffy is an absolute dumbass. This dude's brother accidentally fell over, broke his compass into 3 pieces, and then thought, hey, why don't I just go walking through the most dangerous ruins in Valencia?
Burt Bed Mountain.
Then did the same thing with his telescope.
What a name. Let me get this outfit box, please. Oh my god. La Orzeka outfit armor box.
That's
So
crazy, bro.
when I started this account, this is something that I didn't think I would ever possess, but as we move
Third hour.
it's been over a year now.
At Turos.
I feel as though because I would be spending
Third
tens, if not hundreds of
hour.
hours here in Odraxia, not just at Turos, but other places like Thornwood.
What a
I
joke.
would eventually see one of these. Ooh, there we go, man. The Orzeka armor. That looks
So bad on Musa. It looks so bad. You look like a soy boy.
Oh, man. The
Oh my
Orzeka
god, look at
armor.
that cape.
that
God, bro. What a pussy. Oh my god, dude. Bro, your cape looks so bad. The cape looks so bad on Musa. Hold on, I've got this. Hold on. Okay. I feel a little better, I'll be honest. I feel a little bit better. That's what it looks like on DK. This is what it looks like on DK, all right? Look at the cape. Full length cape, by the way. Full length cape. All right, way better. The full length cape is way better. The half cape is basically the equivalent of a half erection, bro. He's got a chub, which accurately describes most Musa players. So I would say that although that they're frustrated by only having half cape outfits, I would say they're also frustrated only being able to get half an erection. So again, it's very accurate representation of the class.
looks so silly with the scarecrow hat. I'm not exactly sure which hat I'm gonna put it on to pair it with this. The only thing I don't
Nothing,
like
you
about
just
this
hide the
on
hat.
Musa is that we have a shortened cape. I think
Yep.
that's a little bit silly. I wish we had the longer version like some of the other male classes.
Yep.
But this is just so
Maywa suffers from the same thing, but it's okay because you're distracted by her boobs.
cool and such an accomplishment to have on this account. Like seriously, look. Oh, it's just so cool. It's like so unhealthy, man. Oh. Okay, after 4 hours, we finally see our first turtle spell. Jesus Christ, man.
Holy woke.
Just concluded yet another 2 hours here at Sankuda. Again, blue loot scroll along with Agris. We got 13,800, so basically 14,000. 248 off of 2 hours, so about 148 mil profit. I did decide not to clip every single ember that we got dropped, just because if that's the case, I would have.
It's about 5
individual
embers an
clips, and I'm
hour,
not gonna
maybe
do
more.
that. But we did manage to get 10 that hour. Surprisingly, the past
10's
4 hours
really
we
high.
only got 10, and then
I think.
got the same amount in half the time. Fortunately for us, I did receive a lot more off of the normal mobs as opposed to the bosses this time around, so I'm very fortunate for that. We also
Suppose
got
it depends on your drop
spell,
rate.
so I have these two to click, which I can do. Got some more Kafirs, some dust, because we definitely need as many of these as we can get for the red nose. And for anyone that may be curious, my red nose armor is currently at Kafir level 4, and to go from C4 to C5, it requires 714, and then from C5 to C6, again, it is another 714. So in total, to get from C4 to C6, I need 1,428, which I'm pretty sure if I simple alchemy this dust, it will give me enough to get to C6.
Math.
Just finished simple alchemying all of the ancient spirit dust that we have. We have now 1,512 Kafirs. I think we're gonna have about 70 or so left.
Bro, the
over.
amount of not
Let's
struggling
go ahead
here
and
is
get this
insane.
to C5, and then let's let this last one ride out to C6, man. Oh man, I think from here it's gonna jump to like.
Bro, the amount of stats that you get for conferencing your early armor like that is insane. Right, look at this, +3 evasion and DR across the board, and 70 HP for one conference level. Oh wait, no, I guess it's +70. Oh, okay, I see how it's laid out. But you still get 1 DR and 1 hidden DR and then 10 HP for just a Kafir level. Is insane.
1,000? Yeah, 1,098. That's gonna take a while to grind up, but we'll put this back on and look at that. 353 DP. It may not seem like a big increase, but we're at C6 on the red nose. 4
Dude's
more
got dawn
levels
gloves
to go,
on.
but these are gonna be the hardest ones.
I'm surprised he's not going to Honglim base, if I'm being honest.
The most amount.
But I guess it's an Ironman, so he has to get his flames himself.
And with that, we're now just over halfway through grinding up the 100 embers needed in order to craft our Flame of Despair.
Dude, he's been here for like, what, 8 hours? Holy shit.
Alongside that, we miraculously somehow got the lung to drop at Turos of all places. But with now having our Red Nose armor at Kafir level 6, I think I'll be pivoting my attention towards Thornwood Forest to grind those additional 5,000 Kafirs needed once I collect the remaining 30 or so embers.
Thornwood's really good for Kafris. It's also the other half of the Orzeka set. That's why he's saying he's going to go to Thornwood.
And if you would like to watch me complete my flame or grind for this TD Kafirs live, make sure to go check out my Twitch channel, which will be linked in the description below.
Yeah,
but
make sure that you guys all go report him. I don't know if I blocked it. I didn't block his stats.
Live,
okay, we're good.
Care.
Oh!
This is my block. This.
Oh man, we watch all of the Ahzure videos. I've been behind on them for a while, but that was another banger. Another reason why to hate watching these. Literally, yo, look at this, dude. I swear to God, bro. Tectone is the thumbnail, and it's by Tectone. Bro, I have the exact same opinion when I'm dealing with drama about me, bro. I do the same shit. That's funny. That's funny. Now we wait for the bald man to lose his mind over your luck. So true, brother. So true. God damn it, bro. I can't believe that kid is so carried. It makes it look like it's not even an Ironman. Like, straight up.